your psychic intellect and made you my puppet.
It's a bullseye! And here's your host, Jim Boyd!
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You'll like it. Where's everyone? It's like totally dead outside. Is there another stream going on? It is complete. It's completely empty in the chat. I don't. There's no. I just saw two people pop up. It was really strange. I got one person watching. This is bizarre. Is it? Let me just check if YouTube's on. I mean, look at my channel. It is so strange. Did everybody get notifications? Let me okay, let me go look at my channel. 1 second. Am I on? No. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. Okay, fine. I believe you. Weird. We live in, well, no, there's 4 people. Okay, fine, whatever. We live in strange times, ladies and gentlemen. Strange and bizarre times. That's better. Oh, so much better. Oh, there you go, Mark the Baker. I see you here. Good evening, good morning. I hope everybody is well. It is today is Rosh Chodesh Shavat. This is the 2 weeks is the New Year for trees. We have 4 New Years in Judaism. They have New Year for the world, I guess. They have New Year for trees. Oh God, now I can't remember. Oh. God, it's been too long. Hang on. 4 Jewish New Years. I'm going to cheat. Okay, I'm just going to cheat. Okay. What are the 4 Jewish New Years in there? Okay, Rosh Hashanah, right? So Passover and Exodus, Tu B'Shvat. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay, no, man, no, it's not really telling you. Anyway, it is the New Year for trees. Now, what does that mean? The New Year for trees. It is the time that the everything goes by the, what's it called again? The German the wheat cycle, right? The germination cycle. That is the way to measure where the year is, right? In terms of the cycle. And so this is when the shoots of your year poke out of the soil, right, and first touch air. That's about 2 weeks from now, right? So I'm telling you, we seem to be on course right now with the signpost, the flag post in like Jewish custom, right? The Hanukkah, which was about 3 weeks ago. That's like a point. That's like a changing point, right? That's like a station, right? When you reach the point in the year, your year starts in September, and it goes through, and you get like the first station of like get a first hint of where you might be, where the first changes really come down right around Hanukkah, right? And right after that, Joe Biden's toast, right? Boom, like that, like literally, bam! I was like, wow, that was really, and he is so toast. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how long I don't think he's going to make it to Passover, which is in like around Easter time, right? I don't think he's going to make it that long, right? I think we're going to have President Harris pretty darn soon. Yeah. I mean, everything's turned on him, right? I mean, like do you think? Here's the question. And I think so. I think when they raided Trump's house, they had a double plan. They had this in mind. Absolutely. I think they had this in mind that they would then, have aides discover a similar crime. They raided Trump's house and then they needed to justify it. And so they sent Biden out to say, oh, it's the worst thing ever, right? And they knew they were going to find those documents on Biden. They knew this was all planned, right? That's how I see this probably played out, right? Because he didn't seem to want to go. So he's going, right? It looks like he's gone. Well, that happened at around Hanukkah. So we get the next next mini station is in 2 weeks from now. And after that, there's after that, we start a 30-day period, which is quite a major shift. And that gets everything to a 60-day period, which is like when the your year flowers and you get to see what your crop is, right? And after that, you reap your crop for a few weeks, and that lasts you the rest of your year, essentially, right? That's basically what goes. So things are kind of matching that this year, and I do think this is the end of days, baby. So I know where we're going, baby. I know where we're going, but it's going to be a strange trip. It's kind of what I feel about Rusty Davies' upcoming Doctor Who. I don't know if people are going to like it or not. I think I'm going to like it. I do think I'm going to like it. We got a lot to go over tonight. Oh my God, I got Rusty Davies' appearance on Graham Norton. It's like 10 minutes of it. About a minute or so, it talks about Doctor Who. We'll look at that. But I got the whole 10 minutes of him. We'll see how I want to look at Nolly. Nolly's looks really interesting to me, right? And I do like. I like Rusty Davies' writing, right? I do like Rusty Davies' writing. I also saw that Stephen Moffat has a new play out, and it must be great. You know, to be at that stage in your career, you can just say, "Yeah, I'll do a play now." It's like, okay, and he did, and you can do that, right? I mean, like, he could really do pretty much whatever he wanted. So I saw that Peter Capaldi and David Tennant. I think Matt Smith there as well on opening night. I don't know. Peter Capaldi and David Tennant were, at least. So that's pretty good. So we got that. We got all the location footage to look at. We got Millie doing a bit of acting. Oh, she's crying, and I felt bad for her. Oh my God! And like again, it's like, yes, I know, she's very hot. I understand that. I was like, when she's acting, I'm like, oh, don't cry. No, it'll be okay. I felt very like, you know, like, well, what can I do to help? I guess that's what you want from a companion. I mean, kind of feel like, imagine a modern take on Joe Grant, right? I think that, wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, I think that's what Millie's going to be like. I think that Ruby Sun is going to be like a modern take on Joe Grant. I would love it if she's connected to, you know, like if she has a similar backstory to Joe Grant and she's like got this job because she's a wayward youth, essentially. That'd be good. I mean, that'd be good. So we got all that stuff to look forward to. There is a connection, which I put a YouTube short out today. Connection to both Rose and the Parting of Ways in what we've seen in the location filming. We'll talk about that. What else we got? Oh my God! Trevor Baxendale targeted by toxic fandom. Toxic fandom effect 0. Toxic fan. I mean, they're like really like strange right now, right? They're really getting loud. I mean, look, dude, it's over. For God's sake, Trevor Baxendale, transphobe, really? Dude, do you know how much you delegitimize transgenderism by calling Trevor Baxendale a transphobe? It's like, it's so stupid, right? No, he's not a transphobe. Phobe has a connotation of some hateful attitude, right? Some bigotry. No, he has never displayed that at all. And we'll go over that. I want to look at this thing called Rebel Moon. So we got to wait a year for it though, but it looks like it's going to be quite good. I like Zack Snyder. Like, honestly, here's the trouble: when he's writing his own scripts, he's shit. Oh, I mean, like, when it's not an adaptation. I'm like, Sucker Punch looked pretty, but it was shit. It was like, oh God. It was so obvious and thinking it was being so subtle. Oh man, look gorgeous. Sucker Punch looked freaking gorgeous, right? It was shit. Oh, it really was. It really genuinely was shit. I mean, it was okay. Here's how shit it was. It was very hot, right? Lots of very spankable material going on all the way through it, right? Very, very hot. But it was so shit, it put you off, right? It's like, I don't know. imagine, if you're a male or whatever, no, even female, again, imagine one is pleasuring themselves, right? Imagine that, and the dog's in the room and he's licking his balls, right? And then you somehow, your eyes meet. And then you're just going to be put off, right? It had that same feeling, right? It was that shit, right? It was like, oh, I feel so dirty. I can't. Oh, God. Oh, wait, let me find some carry-on nurse. That'll do the trick. And it does. Anyway, today's that's what I'm trying to say. The video I recorded this morning, I kept coughing, not coughing. I went off on it. I don't know what I said, but I made myself laugh, and I had this whole laughing fit for the first 5 minutes. I think I screwed something up, right? That's probably what makes me laugh. Anyway, let me pull up some iCandy and get to the chat. What have I got? Where have iCandy? Oh, yeah, no, we're not going to look at that yet. Man, I was on a lot of streams. I did 4 hours of streams last night, right? I was on fire. I did 2 hours over here, and I kept getting twice the stream got stopped, right? It's now it says a video now, but like the stream got stopped. I mean, I can upload it as a video. It's fine. It just got copyright claims. So like, fine. But man, it's a show where you have to illustrate what's going on. Oh, especially with the music. It all comes together so well. There is this one bit in the first episode where what's her name? Evan Rachel Wood. She's wearing this black dress and she yanks a bit of it and suddenly it flops up and turns into a gold dress. It is crazy, and the music is just it's sumptuous altogether. And the thing, one point where I really got stopped was the final bit, which was to Dark Side of the Moon. It was like, then in the background, it's like, and that bit of Dark Side of the Moon at the end, and then you got Tandy Newton delivering a last line perfectly. Oh, perfect ending. God, it's fucking good. It's so fucking good, and nobody knows it, and I can't convince anyone. Man, I feel like Noah. It's like, no, the flood's coming. You're a funny guy. No, mate, we're all gonna know. Let me see what we got. NEWSGASM. Hello, Millie. This was a surprisingly hard image to make. Let me tell you. It also made me rather hard as well. It's coincidentally, which is very distracting when you're working, right? Okay, so it's very hard to find. I wanted to find some kind of sexy newsreader thing, right? And oh god. So, like, I did newsreader porn parody, right? And that was just like, no, that's ridiculous. That didn't work, right? So I thought there's like sexy office woman, right? No, it was too. Again, they go from being like just like completely pornographic to like not sexy at all. It's like took me a long, and may I say, hard, and I'd move in that word, search to find the right image, the right body double. I should have remembered her name. Now I feel bad. I can't remember who she is. I'm sorry, I don't know. But it was some kind of, I can't remember, either school teacher or office porn. And you got to find that first, like, the PG-13 thumbnail they do for that, right? That's the one you want, right? There are those images out there. So that's what I had to hunt for today. I just love doing the smutty dialogue for Millie because it makes them so crazy. Because this is quite, I will say, PG-13. It's like you're seeing a bit of cleavage. What can I do? Yeah, and also finding the right, how I would describe it, the correct body double. Arduous work. That I may I say again, made me very hard. No, was very hard. I was very hard. Did I misspeak? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to do the Doctor Who NEWSGASM. Oh, Russell, there's so much news. I don't know if I can fit it all in. Well, you are a young lady, darling. Ew, I wonder if Toxic Fandom knows she's only 18. They do, darling. They do. We got two thumbnails are pretty identical. This one, it went out just today, right? What culture's strange list of the best WTF moments in Doctor Who? Icky thump! They missed out the time we saw our ratings. Yes, they weren't very good, were they, Jodie? No! Icky thump, no. And this will be in a stream. I did this from a stream last week. I was talking about my streams last night. Man, so I did 2 hours on Westworld, right? And I had to finish because I wanted to be on Dan's stream on Facebook. Freaking awesome. That was awesome. Okay. If you haven't seen it, go over there. Go to the Facebook. Subscribe, obviously. Go to Facebook and then go and check out the I don't know. It was last night's stream, right? That was cray. Right. I wanted to go on because I wanted to talk about The Last of Us. I want to see what other people thought of it. Because and this is how it broke down, by the way. If you played the game, you didn't like the show so much. If you haven't played the game, you're like, well, that's really clever. Wow, I haven't seen that before. So, it's the good ideas of the game are still obviously showing through, right? So, I mean, that's basically how for me, it felt very derivative. But again, I played the game, and I think the game, I'm saying the 10 hours that you will put into watching the show is better than putting into playing the game. You will have a much better experience, right? I'll give you a good time, baby. I know you will. Anyway, I digress. What was that to? So I'm on that stream, right? And there's this guy, like a professional journalist, writer, for magazines, and he's like giving the biggest shilling. I'm like, he starts off saying, "This is the best time ever for television." I'm like, what? No, it's not. It's like, he's like, no. And so Dan's like, well, why do you think that? I said, well, we have shows like Lord of the Rings. I lose my shit. I mean, what? Lord of the Rings? It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to like. The only people who don't think it's an embarrassment are the cocksuckers who are in the media pretending it's not shit. Yeah, no, it doesn't work, mate. It's shit. We all know it's shit. It's shit, okay? That's just what I gotta tell you. It's shit, okay? I understand you don't want to believe it's shit, but it is. It is absolutely shit. Oh, Lord of the Rings? Behave. I think I'm going to change the thumbnail, but I'm going to change the Absalom to have a more reddish shirt, I think. I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. So this is from, I don't know, last week's stream, as I said. So anyway, so I did a 2-hour stream, like, eviscerating this poor guy. And I didn't mean to. It's just like, what? You're telling me Lord of the Rings was, like, what? And he started saying, like, well, it's nice to let other races have a go. Like, it's not about that. Oh, my God. It's all about narcissism and predominantly white people. By the way, one of these magazines did actually make a mistake, though. They printed an article saying, this came out on Saturday, I think. This was a good video. Show media fine limits. Everybody hated Jodie Whittaker. Icky thump! I've been rumbled. You have, darling. You have. That's the sad truth of it. You've been rumbled. You've been had. Right. Yes, you're Mr. Rumbled. And you've been rumbled. Sorry to tell you that, darling. Let me get to the chat. Oh, what do you think, Millie? I think it's a good idea. Yes, you're right, Millie. Oh, icky thump. Millie, did you just say icky thump? Oh, yes. I know you like it, Rabbi. Oh, Millie, what a wonderful guest you are. Yes, I am. Oh, come back. Come back you go. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, I'm a good guy. Don't do that. There you go. Stay there, Millie. Okay? Okay, thank you. I like how she's eager to please. Oh, very good girl. If I may say so. Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren? Oh, you were here at the beginning of the stream when it was empty. It was like, whoa. the desert. What's going on, man? Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Both of them. Both of them came up, and it didn't increase the amount of viewers. It was incredible, and there was 2 people there. Mark the Vicar is here. He's saying, I'm here. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Matthew J is here. Thank you, Matthew J. Thank you for joining us. Jonathan Cox is here. Crumpling doubloon. I like the crumpling doubloon. Ahoy, shipmates. Ahoy. Oyster main brace. Are you following the Crowder Daily Wire drama? Because that's awesome. I mean, like that's the best thing on TV, and it's not all about lesbians. It's incredible. Okay, right now, Daily Wire's winning. Totally 100% Daily Wire's winning. Right, so it starts off. Crowder puts out this video saying, you know, I'm calling out Big Con. Stop Big Con. And who's Big Con? Nobody knows. He was given a contract he didn't like. And he said, like, the terms of it were, you know, these unacceptable. They're helping support YouTube. They work there in bed together. So it was like, well, who's Big Con? It can't be Fox. He's burnt bridges there. Maybe he's bigger now. I don't know. Who's Big Con? It's not Blaze. He's leaving there. Who can pay him like the sort of that had to be Daily Wire, right? And look, for me, for them to work it out and Crowder to be on Daily Wire is great for me. Oh my God. I would so subscribe to that. Yeah, that would be really good, right? I really like Candace Owens, right? Much more than that. So anyway, I'm watching all this drama unfold via Tim Pool, right? Because Tim Pool is my go-to for what is the most rational, sane, and intelligent way of thinking about looking at something. I don't agree with him all the way, every time, but I know that's a touchstone. Tim Pool is always the most rational, sane, and intelligent way of looking at things, right? I have a lot of respect for him, and I really respect what he's doing as well, because he's talked about his firstly, I like his work ethic, which is awesome, right? I like that he likes to work, and I like that he's buying what he wants with his success, which is creating culture. So I like he's creating like these brick and mortar events. Which I think is very, very good, right? So good for him, right? Anyway, so I like Tim. So I'm watching all this unfold via Tim Pool. And so anyway, so Daily Wire, was it Jeremy Boring of Daily Wire goes on, he talks about the contract and says, yeah, I don't think he took it the way it was meant, you know. It was basically, they say it was a term sheet that was the starting place for a negotiation, right? But he wanted double the money, essentially, right? And Daily Wire published the amount they were being offered, right? Crowder didn't publish who it was offering, but it was obviously Daily Wire, and Daily Wire published it, right? And it was basically he wanted double, essentially, which he could make. If he goes on his own, yeah, he can make that. I mean, as an aside, the deal to make would be let Crowder do his thing, run his infrastructure, and charge a percentage, right? I mean, that would be, and I would do that for 6 months, and then see how it works out. I think you'll probably work out very, very happy from it, right? I think that'll be. But I understand that you have this. Daily was a huge operation in these very, very corporate legal stuff. I hear that. Anyway, so then Crowder responds, and he puts out a video of a recorded conversation he had with Jeremy Goring, or whatever his name is. And Jeremy Goring says the word, he'll come here, be a wage slave for a bit, and he's like, that's it, proof that he was. I mean, I think he was kind of taking that out of context, and I think it's kind of shitty he recorded it, right? Anyway, and I think it's kind of shitty he published it. So anyway, the next day on Tim Pool, my touchstone for normality, for sanity, Candace Owens is on, and she was booked to be on for a while, right? So I'm like, oh, this is fact, because Candace Owens is awesome, right? She eviscerates Crowder. Oh my God, sad. Do not get on the wrong side of Candace Owens, okay? I don't give a if you're right or wrong. Don't get the right. You notice there's never a Candace Owens thumbnail. Firstly, I wouldn't need to Photoshop that. Why? Because she is gorgeous. She is just stunning. Oh, that's one of the most disarming things about Candace Owens. Like, she's so smart, right? She's such a great orator. Orator. She's very good at giving her a point. I like her point of view. I love her story about her grandfather, who was like, who she learned all her work ethic from. It's just fantastic, right? I really love her. She savages Crowder. And I'm like, look, he planned this, he's this and that. And I have a lot more respect for Candace than I do for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is the reason I don't subscribe to Daily Wire, right? Ben Shapiro gives me a headache. It's like, really? Oh, yeah, man. I'm not advocating violence, but like, I can see you being stuffed into a locker. I can just see that happening. Anyway, no, okay. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what really irritates me about Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is what we call a frum Jew, right? A frum Jew is somebody who is orthodox and observant and does all the stuff, right? Prays in the morning, putting these boxes on your head and uncle tefillin, prays up the afternoon prayer and the evening prayer on their own, maybe, or you're supposed to go to a prayer group, but if you can't, you do it on your own. Eats kosher, does all the stuff, right? Does all the stuff. But I find it's so common. Doesn't really treat God like it's a reality, right? In many instances, right? And it's not being judgmental. It's just like, it's so irritating. Oh, I guess it is judgmental. I guess that's literally the definition of being judgmental. Anyway, so I'm like, it came to a head because he hated Trump. And the reason I loved Trump was for a spiritual reason, I felt. Anyway, I mean, other than he was hilarious. But a spiritual reason that I felt he was a God's cat's paw to God's general to fight against the armies of evil. Right? And that's basically what it is. Yeah, that's kind of how I viewed it. And I thought he was like, oh, yeah, it's about right. He'll be the right person. I think he was the Messiah for the nation of Edom, right? And the nation of Edom was supposed to be like Han Solo to Yaakov, Isaac's Luke Skywalker, right? They're supposed to work together, right? Was it Jacob? Yeah, Jacob. I mean, yeah, Jacob looks like so. Yeah, so it makes sense. He was Esau's job is to take on, this evil, right? This absolute evil. So it made sense. I do hope I think he did a fair job. In that context, right, of like being the general in God's army, right? The unexpected general in God's army. His the cat's paw, as it were. Right, I think he did a fair job. I think he deserves some kind of like big reward for what happened, and I would like to see that go down. Will that happen? I don't know. I have no idea. We live in dark, evil, and distressing times. But yes, what was I about to say? How did I get onto Trump? I can't remember. Everything always goes back to Trump. Anyway, holy shit, mates, is everyone having a good day? I can't remember. What was it that got me onto that? I don't know. Never mind. I think I might have talked it out. I might have gone through the whole thing. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Fine. Criminal and Balloon, I said hello to you, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. Soda Engines is here. How you doing, the Soda Engines? Thank you for joining. PD Rich is here. This is not Saturday. I know. I've been moving to Sundays for a bit. Right, I'm very nice to see you. I mentioned I didn't see you for a bit. I'm like, oh, I hope you're doing well, guys. Yeah, you had stuff going on, right? Yeah, I know. No, I've been doing Sundays. I've been oscillating. I've been oscillating between Saturday and Sunday, but I did both this week, dude. I was all over the shop. Man. I had 4 hours of streaming last night. 4 hours of pure Rabbi, baby. Oh. I always like the Les Patterson album. Was it 12 Inches of Les? Always makes me laugh. Where are we up to? So, Beanie Rich, lovely to see you. Refund Baby. What are you refunding? Oh, I don't know. Shaitek, Star Trek Discovery Season 3. Summary, Berman whispers, then Tilly cries, then Burnham cries, then whispers more. but not about following orders. Then she cries and never learns a lesson. There is a white guy in there who makes mistakes and is selfish, and is the white guy, right? Oh boy, mild amounts of poison toxins can strengthen the body. Well, that is true. I don't disagree with you there. Cleopatra 2025 was also bloody horrible. That was true, right? It was so bad it wasn't spankable. Right, I agree with you. I absolutely agree. Cleopatra 2525 was so freaking bad it wasn't spankable. Whereas Flash Gordon is one of the most erotic movies ever made. Oh my god. Just calm myself down. Just mentioning it, Gordon's alive. I mean, literally, any kink you have is delivered to you in Flash Gordon. You got the weird S&M stuff. You got the horny girlfriend with Dale Arden. You got again more than one weird S&M stuff. You had the Princess Uralat, whatever her name is. Oh my gosh, you're so hot. Who's just like, oh, Flash Gordon, yeah, I want to take him to be my sex toy. I'm like, I could be in that fantasy. I can get into that. That could work for me, right? And then they also had this weird woman in like tight black spandex, right, who seemed to be hot for Professor Zarkov. Maybe this is just the way I was interpreting it. And of course, you had Ming, when he meets Dell, hits her with a sex beam. I mean, that's the first. Oh, let me get my sex beam out. Wouldn't you love that piece of technology? I want that piece of technology. I like, like being you're in charge. Could I borrow the sex ring just occasionally? Honestly, we'll be good, right? I would like to borrow the sex ring. Could we do that? I don't know. Philip Bogus is saying a 4 years nightmare crumpling. What's the 4 years? What did he just say? I had a nightmare in which Peter Capaldi regenerated and Jodie Whittaker, and I finally woke up from it last year. Yeah, unfortunately that nightmare has infected reality, and there are crazy people on Twitter who believe it is true. We want to watch out for them. They're very strange. They are very strange indeed. Gal Karamazov is here. How you doing, Gal Karamazov? Hey, good to see you. Dr. Alex says, hello. I saw you on Facebook yesterday. Yeah, that was a fun appearance. Right? That was a fun appearance. Personally, I'm a bit bored of zombie apocalypses now. That's how I feel about Last of Us. Right? It's like, to me, it's like going in as a normie, I'll be like, seen this 100 times before. Right? But there was one person who hadn't played the game and said it's okay, right? Rabbi's having a foreskin test just for Billy Gibson. Oh man, that's actually might have to happen. Listen, I think I don't know. I don't think should be prejudiced. I think should be quite open to I think it's all about meeting the right person. Okay, I think we'll start off with location filming stuff, right? It looks like Daily Wire made Jordan Peterson take down his support for Crowder. It's all kicking off. Whoa! I didn't know about that. Yeah, listen. So basically, yeah, look, but I think this was a negotiation that should have been private. Right? It's just like it's really stupid. Well, I think what Crowder's doing is dumb, right? All this should have been private, right? It's like burning major bridges for some reason. I do have no idea. I really don't know why. But yeah, it's really dumb. It's really genuinely dumb. So Ben's a bit like Wolf from Star Trek there. More Klingon than Klingon. No, less Klingon. It's if you couldn't see the clear hand of God in in Trump becoming president and the global structure, it means you're not a very spiritual person. It's like you don't think spiritually, right? And so I have a prejudice against people like that. Yeah, I do. I really do, because it's because I just feel it's like, if you're doing all the other shit, oh my God, that's the easiest bit in Judaism, to take prep. Like, that doesn't cost you anything. Oh, everything's a pain in the ass, right? You have to do it anyway, right? You have to go to synagogue to do the prayers. Like, I've got to go early tomorrow because it's a Jewish New Year, Jewish new month, right? Rosh Hashanah. You're doing it anyway. Everything, you can either stand there and mumble the words, or you can think about them and try and have meaning in them, right? You know, it's like, it doesn't cost you anything, but people don't, right? I mean, I don't as well, but like for me at least, it's like, you know, an aspiration. I don't know. I'm being very judgmental. I am being very, very judgmental. The Daily Wire didn't answer Jordan's removes the tweet. His daughter confirmed it. Interesting. Obsidian Curse, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. It's, I mean, again, it's the I see no good coming of this, right? I really don't. And honestly, I would love, for me, it'd be great if they could work it out. Just work it out. Man, if they could just combine with Tim Paul and be in one service, and I could pay $9.99 a month or something, fine. I would do that. 6 degrees of Donald Trump. Everything's 6 degrees of Donald Trump, baby. It's like everything leads back there. They're all crazy. Em is here. How you doing, Em? Thank you for joining us. Oh, did I catch up with the chat? I did catch up with the chat. Look at me. Look at me. Flesh. So Obsidian Curse. Okay. What else? Oh, yeah. So I was talking about different fetishes in Flash Gordon. You have the twink, right, with the guy from Blue Peter, Duncan, whatever his name is, in the tree guy. He puts his hand in the it's like, clearly an analogy of putting your hand, you're fisting someone. You know, that's going on. What's this? Apparently, we discovered alien radio signals. Giorgio A. Tzoukalos is going to insurable from now. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know. I'm okay. I don't understand. Sonic Phase Season 9 is released. March 20th. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look, see if there's any news. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for... Oh, man. Did I call that? Season 9 is the one I called, I think. Hang on. Let's have a look. Looking at the news. I don't see any official announcement. Let me go to the Doctor Who official. Hang on. Oh, I hope that's true. That'd be awesome. BBC Doctor Who. Let's see if they're saying anything. No, doesn't look like it. All very quiet on the Western Front there. I think it's going to be. Look, he might be reporting my rumor. I reported that rumor. Like, it might be me, right? That could well have happened. Fine. We're up to date. Let us have a look at what we're going to do. Toxic. No, we'll do a bit of Millie and production filming news. Let's have a look. Doink. Firstly, we're going to start with the best. Share screen. There you go. From Millie Gibson's own fine Instagram account. She's making, I don't know, that she's cooking. Everything makes her sexier. I'm sorry. Like, she makes food too? Really? Man. Can she stop being so hot at everything? Yeah, I'm sorry. But she's got, if you see her spoon, exterminate. Is this an indication the Daleks are joining the season? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever that is, that ratatouille looks awfully good. So there she is on set. Looked very distraught in the scene. We're going to see the video of her shortly. She looked very, very distraught. Interesting. So this is apparently set around Brixton, which is where the Powell estate was. Right? We have some of the same roads. We think this. I can't remember her name. Whoever it is we think a neighbor of Ruby's mother. And they like chase after her. Do you think that's Anita Dobson? Could be. Right. Something's going on now. Minto Road. We have seen Minto Road before, right? We have seen Minto Road before. Here we go. From Parting of the Ways. Or should I just show you the clip? No, I'm going to show you this. I don't want to get. Have you tried that new pizza place on Pinto Road? That we're in the same area, right? We're in exactly the same area. Do you want me to find the clip? I'll find the clip. Oh, you know what? I can just show it from here. There you go. I already found the clip. By the way, do check out my short. These shorts are doing very well, and the more I'm doing more. I think I'm going to try and do a different strand of them so I can do non-Doctor Who stuff. Doctor Who has been out and good looking man. That good looking man. About and film again, turning Bristol into Brixton, and eagle-eyed fans have spotted more than one connection to the 2005 series, specifically the character of Mickey Smith. Firstly, we have this picture of a wheelie bin. If in America, it's we think it's the same wheelie bin, right? Again, this was in Bristol, so they're not in Kingston and Chelsea. Called a garbage can. If you're in England, it's called a wheelie bin. Is this the self-same wheelie bin that was an evil Alton wheelie bin that gobbled up? By the way, this is really meta because I'm going to cut this whole segment out and put it into my news video tomorrow. Right, so it's going to have a video of me looking at me. They call me narcissistic, right? They call me narcissistic. They might be right. Leela was delicious at M. Leela was delicious. Mickey Smith. Who knows what very much could be, but a much stronger connection than over here. We have a bit of signage that says we are on Minto Road. Minto Road is not a new road to Doctor Who. Minto Road. Again, this guy knows what he's talking about. Let me tell you. He knows what he's talking about. Road is a road that we've seen before, a hurdle before, in the final episode of the 2005 series, The Parting of the Ways, where Mickey Smith said,
"Have you tried that new pizza place on Minto Road?"
Are these... There you go. We've seen it now. Episodes connected. Time indeed will tell. I should have liked my own stuff so much. What's that movie? Devil's Advocate. Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. Al Pacino is essentially playing the devil, right? And he has this thing in a minute. He says occasionally, "Pride, my favorite sin," right? And at the end, you see somebody he makes some prideful, and he's like, "Pride, my favorite sin." Anyway. So let's have a look. Let's take a look at the non-Millie stuff. This is the some shots addressed on First Steps Architect. Now remember, if they have an architect there and they went to the trouble of doing that, that's a specific plot point. It's there for a reason. They didn't just do it for no reason. It's called First Steps Architect, and you see these homes. These like first-time homes, I think, built up. We have the signage, the Royal Borough of Kingston and Chelsea, W11, Edge Park. A bit of Anita Dobson action. There you go. Looks so much better there. Like when she's smiling there, she looks like Anita Dobson. In the publicity still they put out, she looked like an old lady. Right there, she looks like Anita Dobson. I like that. There you go. That's the wheelie bin. Wheelie bin of doom. That's again this actress who they announced, who I don't know, but okay. And then we're gonna get a bit of Millie action. And she's right. We're going to see the video in a minute, and she's very distraught. Right, she's very distraught. There you see her arriving in the taxi, and it must be cold out. There you go. She's very short. Look how little she is. Anyway, here, let's have a look at some video. Doink. Over here. So we'll do this one first. I think the second one is better. Oh, we also got a news report to look at. Hey, she's got a good bit of whack there. You'll see it better in the next one, right? But this next one, I generally felt like, oh no, like, oh, she feels bad. I want to be nice. I want to be protected. You'll be the same as well, okay? Look at what you watch this. I mean, I guess sobbing is basically a basic soap thing, but she's very good at it. Right. Why is Minnie wearing a shooter's suit? No, that's her out. Well, let's look at the first outfit. Hang on. Over here. Better pictures of her. Oh, over here. Where do we have to go? Oh, you're not wrong. She's wearing a sweater. Yes, right. That is shooting sweater, isn't it? Good call. Okay. Does that mean at some point she's got to take her top off? I mean, look, I'm just talking practical from a script basis. That's fine by me. It's okay. I think I can stand that. Okay, one second. What else we got here? We got some more filming. Now, is that there's somebody saying she looks like what she looks like? Is that what the actresses are saying, or somebody outside? And that's, again, the actress they announced, whatever her name is. Oh, run away! Ooh, okay. That sounds a bit ominous. Fine, let's look at them. There's a news report. Doink.
For film and TV crews, but in Bristol and Bath there are more big
get rid of that logo.
Count on one hand filming right now. And when social media lit up this morning with rumours that there was a Doctor Who in town, well,
yeah. Listen, Doctor Who fans have always been tech savvy. We were the first on news groups, right? Mad, do they become a dystopian nightmare now? God, I can't imagine wanting to go to Gallifrey Base or Gallifrey 1. Either of them. It's like, ooh, no.
Well, who else? We sent Jules Hyam to find out more.
Well, there is definitely something going on. You don't get lights like that or cameras on cranes for a low-budget student film, or indeed for the news. It's got the photographers interested, but what exactly?
Yeah, there's a lot of money going into this. Is going to look great. I mean, I did think this was going to look fantastic.
Exactly, can you see?
Almost nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, that we've noticed. Okay, we've noticed.
Absolutely nothing.
I've seen the setup of it, which is there's about 30 fake bins around the corner. They'll say Kensington and Chelsea or something like that. So I think it's meant to be West London over there.
I think it certainly is. Minto Road, W11. But what exactly is it for?
I mean, there's rumours of like what they're filming, obviously, so...
Doctor Who, baby, it's Doctor Who.
I love the show, so it's all just a little bit exciting, because, yeah.
Have you spotted anyone?
Why is she wearing a bloody... Is she wearing a scarf or a mask? Oh, it's a scarf, thank God. I was like, why would you be wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult to see exactly what's going on. Big budget, high profile TV shows like to keep things under wraps, but you do occasionally get the odd glimpse.
Helena Dobson, there you go.
And wasn't Anita Dobson just announced as being in a show that's popular across all of space and time?
Oh, yes.
Well, I have to say, this is actually pretty exciting. They've just finished filming an actual scene. They're now resetting and moving things around for another week. We've been able to hear some of the actors speaking their lines. It's not always like this. And you can see just what a big operation it is, much bigger than me and Anthony here on
I like that he's so excited.
cameras.
And there's been an equally impressive operation in Bath. Bridgerton wrapped its filming there yesterday. So that's 2 big shows shooting within 2 days, in what's meant to be a very quiet time in the production calendar.
We've got about 6 major productions already active in the city, which is, yes, it's a really good start. So, you know,
That's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to cry about.
All signs are showing that it's going to be another really, really healthy year for us, which is just fantastic news.
Well, no big spoilers, it's just a 1-day shoot here, but keep an eye out for Frederick Place when it pops up in disguise on BBC One later in the year. Jules Hyam, BBC Points West.
Okay, I do like how excited he is. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I think that's everything, right? I think let's have a look. I think that's all the we went through all the stills, we went through all the video. Yeah, one last look at the Millie in action, and then we'll go on to the next thing. She's lost the doctor. That's what's going on. She's lost the doctor. And let's have a look at her costume again. Hang on. Did I just close that? No. Hang on. I like she's wearing a tartan skirt with like that maintains the same kind of look, right? But does she have a jacket? Does he have his jacket as well? Doesn't look like it. That looks just like a regular jacket, right? Oh, one more piece of news. Yeah, Russell Davies on Instagram, he's always fun on Instagram. This guy, I is Sam, said, big announcement on 23/01/2023. That's tomorrow. Like by Russell Davies and 13 others. Rusty says, what? Van Hosen says, new Doctor Who composer. I'm calling it now. I hope it's what's his name? I gotta look it up. Doctor Who composer. Who composer? Murray Gold. Oh, thank God for that. I hope it's Murray Gold. Fine. So then the next big bit of news was this. Rusty Davis was on Graham Norton. Where is it? Over here. There you go. Right. So it was about. I went through the whole thing and took out all the segments. That was great, and it's 10 minutes, right? So I even put in his introduction. I like Graham Norton, right? I can't stand Alan Carr. I like Graham Norton. That gives you an idea of my sensibility. He seems very charming. I don't think we agree in the culture war issues. I'm pretty sure we don't agree. but he seems like charming company, and I don't know anything about him. I haven't heard he's terrible. Like he says, I quite like Graham, and the way I just trust Rusty Davies. Look, he seems very, very honest, right? What was that again? What was it that what was that in the green room? Russell and Graham. Fine, yeah. So it's this is basically his just instructions. Oh, I like him. Oh yeah, so I trust Rusty because you see he's very, very authentic. And I don't think he's putting it on. Maybe he is, but he seems very, very authentic throughout everything.
Writer and producer of Doctor Who, Queer as Folk, and It's a Sin. Please welcome Russell T. Davies. Hello.
Hello, my love. How are you?
Lovely to see you.
Oh, apparently he's on there, right? I like he's got a Doctor Who frock coat on there. I guess you can do that if you're one of the most successful people in. I've no.
The gentleman is Russell T. Davies, who's our most successful screenwriter in this country.
He is a genius.
I do think that's correct, don't you? I mean, there's Jim McCarrow, but I think Russell T. Davies is more prolific, and he's much more of a personality. Like he's always on. They love having him on, right? They love having him on and having like. I know, a somewhat boozy-looking Helena Bonham Carter draped over him just somehow works. You know, it's just like I don't know why that mental image is the way it should, but it is. It just works for me.
Yes. The most.
Okay, I like his genuine humility. His face turned red. Yeah, I just think he's a personal good character. I don't know what to tell you. Either that or he's a fabulous actor.
Thank you. Are you familiar with Doctor Who at all?
Yes, of course I am.
Oh,
please come and be in it. Please come and be in it. And you.
I love that. Again, I love that. Again, his love of Doctor Who is so infectious. Right? It genuinely. People like that about my channel. That I genuinely like the shit I'm talking about. Right, it's the selling point of it. Like I'm like that I'm really genuinely, in love with this stuff. I think it's very apparent that he is as well. Helena Carter is nuts. You're right.
Could I?
Signed them
That
all
was
up.
an audition.
Nothing.
Did you hear that? Could I?
Brilliant. You see?
No, because you're
be in one of them.
Oh yes,
That's the famous.
Because you're back in the world of Doctor Who.
I'm back. I love it. I love it so much.
I really do think. I mean, I love the what was the article in Doctor Who magazine when he told Phil Coulson that he fell down, and it's like he just fell on his knees and started crying. Right? I just think they had the greatest time in their life. And everybody's happy to have it back. Really. Paul doesn't like Rusty Davies though. He finds him smug and full of self-importance. I think he genuinely is important. I think he's a very important creative voice, right?
So don't tell me off.
No, I'm not telling you off.
You once interviewed me about Doctor Who, and his eyes glazed over, and he took a deep breath, and then he took this deep sigh, and you went, "That's all very well, but can't you write something real?"
I remember Jonathan Ross did something similar with Mark Gatiss. When he was interviewing League of Gentlemen, Mark Gatiss, it was when Doctor Who was off air, it was before Paul McGann, and he'd just written a BBC novel, I think, Last of the Garradine, for a third Doctor novel. He's like, okay, tell me about your little third Doctor novel. Oh, that was before. It was after McGann and before Eccleston, before Rusty Davies, right? And it's the same thing, but that's probably the same thing happened there.
I'm a guest. Great.
It was the radio. I was relaxed. I was probably hungover. But you've got a new Doctor Who now.
We've got shooting out. We've got David Tennant coming up. Lovely David Tennant, Catherine Tate.
He's just great at marketing this. I'm sorry. You didn't like his last project? Man, I liked all his last project. I mean, I thought years and years I felt bad for him because it was like this, liberal angst, and it's just, again, they were wrong about everything. What do you want me to tell you? They were wrong about everything, and this is pretty obvious now. But yeah, other than that, It's a Sin I thought was fantastic. I thought it was genuinely fantastic. What was his last 4 projects? Hang on, let's have a look. 1 second. Russell T. Davies. Let's go to his Wikipedia. Return to Doctor. Is there a? Come on. I'm just going through his okay, so It's a Sin. I didn't see the Very British Scandal. I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I love that. So I liked It's a Sin. I liked Years and Years, although I felt very bad for him. I liked Very British Scandal. Yeah, no, I didn't see any tofu or cucumber. I was like he's very into writing the gay drama, right? I'm not so into the great gay drama, but God bless him, he's welcome to it, right? I think it'll probably be good. But I thought Very British Scandal was just beautiful. It really genuine. I thought it was beautiful.
3 specials in November, and then our
plug. Yeah, David Tennant coming November. Plug.
Brand new Doctor at Christmas, shooting out well. Who is? Oh, there he is. Absolutely.
Oh, we're looking forward to that. Now, Russell T. Davies and Helena Bonham Carter bring us a real.
Okay, so I think that's the entirety of it, right? It's just saying, we got a Christmas episode. We've had rumors this was a countdown beyond countdowns. It's gonna be huge. Oh, stand back. Nothing can. I'm like, really? Let me look at the. So we can find the Doctor Who Instagram page. Hang on. How do I go to? I guess search BBC Doctor Who. There's supposed to be this countdown going on, and I was supposed to end the other day, and it didn't. 4. I don't know. I see no sign of this countdown whatsoever now. Tell you, as soon as these things come, they go away as well. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. They got a nice picture of 8, but it's totally out of order. Good picture of Shooty there. Wow, on their Instagram. Okay, fine. Hang on. What was I doing? Fine. Okay, back. Let's look at this thing about, because I'm intrigued to hear about Molly. See if they're going
British TV treat. It's called Nolly. It's going to be streaming from the 2nd of February on ITVX, and it's a 3-parter about the legend that is Noel Gordon.
Yeah.
I know nothing about her whatsoever. Right? I'm intrigued to be educated about Noel. I want to look up Noel Gordon in real life and compare it.
And yet she has sort of vanished slightly. So which of you wants to describe who Noel Gordon?
Well, you can try, and then I'll butt in.
Okay.
I love how boozy she is. I was like,
very Nolly. Back in the 70s, she was one of the most famous women in the land. Her and Margaret Thatcher, and they're very similar in many ways. And
Queen of the Midlands.
Queen of the Midlands. She was.
I want to see a Russell T. with Margaret Thatcher drama. Right, somebody who really hates her.
Their own soap opera called Crossroads, and she was so.
Oh, that's why I didn't know. Crossroads.
Famous, honestly. She used to win the TV Times Best Actress Award every year, until they eventually had to invent a Hall of Fame to move her out the way so that other actors could win. She was that famous, and now she's vanished. Talk to anyone under 40, and they've never heard of her.
Yeah, I've never heard of her. I'm one of those people.
And that's because in 1981, she was suddenly, abruptly, overnight, brutally and humiliatingly, I think, sacked from her soap opera. They didn't take her out to lunch. They didn't take her out to dinner. They didn't say there might be a problem. It was just a great, big public axing. And I
kind of remember that. But I was very young. I was like 10.
18 at the time. And I was fascinated by this. And I spent all these years thinking, what happened there? Why did that happen?
But how great that then this is happening.
I'm totally going to watch this.
Like, watching it, I was thinking, the person who would love this the most is Noel Gordon.
Isn't he?
Oh, I know she would love it, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
I think when I...
Oh, okay, I recognise her. She looks nothing like Helen Bonham. I mean, really? Helen Bonham looks nothing like that.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
On reception.
I don't look exactly like her, but...
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
Really matter. But she was a wonderful woman. I read the script. I didn't, to be honest, when I read it, I wasn't exactly conscious of who she was. But then I read the script, and the script was just like a gift. It was like the most beautiful.
I bet it is. I can't wait. Like, I was going to say, Rosalie Davies, what he's great at is character, understanding the quirkiness of character. Right, understand how silliness of character.
Just love letter to her, but also to any actor. I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe how beautiful and brilliant and hilarious and funny. And I just thought everybody needs a bit of a Nolly. And then I said to him, I said, so why are you doing it? He said, well, we got to. She was really treated craply.
Yeah, that's how. Listen, this is what happens. You ruffle people's feathers. I found that out, boy. They come out for you when they're ready to come out for you. We'll do Toxic Fandom next, all right? I got that lined up.
We need to give her a proper send-off. And I just love that sentiment behind it. And he's such a humane man, apart from being overstacked with genius writing skills. But I just love that position.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think he's a moral guy. I just do. I mean, he seems very decent. I don't think we share the same value system, worldview, right? But I think we all want. I think we both agree we want the maximum amount of people to have the maximum amount of happiness and contentment in life, right? I think most people will agree to that.
I'm sucking up to him because I want to.
I wonder what he was oversacked with a minute.
Helen, you can get a job on Doctor Who whenever you want. I'm like, yes, he would love to have you on.
He is overstacked. And, he's 6'6", and every inch of him is kind, and every inch of him.
You know what? I kind of believe you. I mean, like, everybody gets pissed off and catty into fights. I thought it was a bit. Who was it? There was a guy who made a caustic comment on Instagram or something. Something silly, oh, next time there's going to be a lesbian, whatever, or whatever. And Russell said, F off, right? And he offended him. And I don't think Russell realized his power. He ended up deleting his account. And it was this guy, basically, I knew of it. I wish I could remember his name. Counselor Geeks, maybe? I don't know. It was what was his name? I can't remember. But he steamrolled the guy. He has so much power, and I think he would regret that if he realized it, right? And it would probably be if there was a nice way to do it. So no one's perfect, but I do believe he's a nice person. I think he's a very good person.
He's talented. He is amazing, this man.
Well, I tell you what, we'll talk about Crossroads.
Again, he's nearly crying. I so relate to this guy.
And know some more. But let's watch a clip. This is you, Helena, as Nolly, and you've decided to break the news of your
They've just told me, and everyone says, keep it quiet.
Yeah.
And I said, don't tell anyone.
Here she is.
I can't wait to see this.
I am shattered and devastated. I have been brutally axed, and my heart is utterly broken.
Nolly, I'm from ATV today. Do you have a message for your loyal fans?
Oh, you're from ATV, are you? Well, let me just say, you wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for me.
I think we should...
No, I wasn't just an actress here. I was staff. I was the spine of ATV, and the heart, and the soul, and the guts. I practically invented daytime TV.
Okay, look, she may not look like her, but boy, can she captivate. Boy, she's like this sparks coming off her.
Crossroads was built around me. Everyone's...
Yeah, that's maybe not something you want to wait.
Says the star of the show is the motel, but let me tell you, the star of the show is not a bunch of flats held together by
Guy playing Benny looks good.
plywood and sellotape and spit. The star of the show has been sacked.
Charles Denton sacked me. He sacked me.
Whoa! Whoa! I can't wait to watch this.
So good. You know, because you always wonder.
Jennifer Lawrence of a day. Well, Jennifer Lawrence was the first, obviously. She might have been good as a doctor. What was called Doctor? Was she? I mean, I like the. It's not like a million miles away from Bella. What's her name? Lestrange, I guess. But that's more crazy. I don't think she will take the role because I think she'll think it's stupid. Right? I think it's like, well, no, I'll be a different thing. Right? I don't think she will take the role. I think she's too intelligent an actor. That's the thing. What's the name? Olivia Colman didn't take the role. She's too intelligent an actor, obviously.
But you watch these things because you don't remember what happened. Did she actually do that? Did she actually?
She actually did. You can see on YouTube footage of that press announcement. And Nolly in real life said a lot more that the newsroom very kindly cut out because they wanted her to appear to be nice and happy. And so that gave me.
Jennifer Lawrence was the first female, not just first female actress. She was the first human, right?
Permission. That gave me permission to invent all the stuff that they cut out, which is that.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Because, Helena, you've had experience of playing lots of real people over the years. I mean, you played Princess Margaret and Elizabeth Taylor. Do you...
Yeah, that has convinced me on none of them. I thought, oh, that's Helena Bonham Carter. Whenever I see her, right, I see what you look like.
Look at footage, or do you get into them other ways?
Oh no, well it depends. I think I do everything. I read about it. I'm a sort of whore for doing. I watch as much. I read as much. I talk to people. If the person's incredibly well known, you kind of
when she played Princess Margaret, she was kind of a Princess Margaret-y Helena Bonham Carter. Right, that's the best I can do. But she's always Helena Bonham Carter. It's like Nick Briggs. When you ever see Nick Briggs, you think, oh, that's Nick Briggs. You never think, oh, that's that character. No, you would just go, that's Nick Briggs. That's Nick Briggs. Okay, he's great as the voice of the Daleks and everything else. You see him, you go, oh, that's Nick Briggs. Because it's Nick Briggs.
The best thing to go is to go to the friends who really knew the person, I think. And then you can get their take, because often...
Okay, best actor playing a real person was Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman. That was crazy. That was, like, crazy. I also think, what's his name, didn't do bad as Muhammad Ali, amazingly. Will Smith. I think Will Smith and Muhammad Ali was actually quite good. He had that same charisma down, right? And he bulked up nicely for it.
If you're playing a well-known person, you're just going to play what you already know.
Yeah.
But you want to go beyond that, and then... so I just basically...
Yeah, but you don't really. I hate to tell you. I mean, I don't. We're glad you don't, because you're always kind of hot. So, it's... you ever turn that off?
Try to get every single... I overdo it, because then I get completely confused. And then it's like, oh, God, and overwhelmed, and then I've got no idea what to play. And then bit by bit,
it just comes out like Helena Bonham Carter. I don't know what to tell you. Just there's a lot of effort going in for no reason, darling. That's all I'm trying to help you out.
What was great was that he wrote it. So, the best thing, just phone up the writer, because he's already got her inside his brilliant head.
Yeah.
And so I could just phone him. But we did speak to lots of writers.
And when you write a script, Russell...
I do hope, in the midst of doing Doctor Who, he does these, like, little... these funny little artsy projects.
Do you just give the actors the script, or do you give them a crib sheet of, here's other stuff you might want to know?
It tends to be all in the script, to be honest. But then you talk, and also...
I mean, again, honestly, that's the strength of Rusty Davies. Like, it's not a fair comparison comparing him to Chris Chibnall. But, we went for years and years, and Yaz has no discernible personality. Neither did Ryan. Neither did anybody other than what the actor imbued into it. There was no character. Whereas Mickey Smith, we knew who he was after the first minute on screen, right? In fact, that first little first day, like when you see the, you know exactly what's going on. You know who Mickey is. You know who Rose is. You know, and it says he paints characters like sketches them, and you knew who Jackie Tyler was, right? You just had a few lines of dialogue. And it was there, and the actor knows it as well. Because I think he's got such a deep insight into human nature, into humanity, into why people say things. I think he sits and thinks about these things a lot, right? I like him talking about anecdote, right? I got a. Did I get interrupted? Hang on, is the live stream interrupted? That's a bummer. Hang on, do I have to turn this off? Let me take this off. Really? Another one? That happened again? Okay. Should be back in a moment. Let me know when here. One second. I'll go to the YouTubes. Right. Let's have a look, see if this is up or down. I'm still down, really? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm back. There you go. One sec. Doink. So I guess no more Graham Norton then, right? That's not. It can't be a strike. That happened to me last night as well, right? That can't be a strike. There'll be a copyright claim, right? It's okay, fine. We'll move on. I was plugging your show, you moron, right? I was literally plugging your show. Whatever. Shall we have a look at Bounding Comics before we get into Toxic Fandom? Doink. Where am I? See, there are a few things we could look at. No, I think we'll start with Bounding in the Comics. And then I want to look at Toxic Fandom. Toxic Fandom mean toxic. He burned the entire sun to come back. But that is true. Robbie Bonham, thank you for joining us. The Doctor is here. Obsidian Curse is here. Oof. I said hello, Obsidian Curse. Share screen. But I'll say hello again. I'm not proud of me. Doink. Where are we up to? There, I was just trying to find the right window. Numerous Arrowverse characters returning for the final season of Flash. I'm not one of the things returning for the final season of Flash. Could not care less. Let's have a look. Who's coming back? In the last, it'll be okay. So just tell me. So John Diggle, Kid Flash, Wally West, they're all out now. Villain Ramsey Rosso, aka Bloodwork. Don't remember him. I don't know who these people are. Wally West. I don't really care. I was right the first time. I don't care. Rafe Bent Robin. What's a Rafe Bent Robin arrives in New Trail for Gotham Knights? Do you have a picture? I want to see a Rafe Bent Robin. Okay, well, again, that's the Robin I grew up with. It was gender bent. Okay, wow, it's a black girl. That's Carrie Kelly. What a shock. Man. And you know, this guy I was on a stream with last night. He was really convinced. I think he just believes the bullshit, right? They're like, oh no, we want to give more races a chance. No, it's not that at all, right? This is you don't put black. They are not putting black people in things because for black people. They're putting black people in things for wealthy people, right? This is not about race. This is about class, right? For wealthy snobs, essentially, so they can feel good about themselves. So they go, oh, look, I support black people being in things. Nobody has a problem with black people being in things. What's the top 10 movies of the 90s? Okay, let me see what you're gonna say. Starship Troopers, good call. I like Starship Troopers. What was 9? The Sphere? Sphere wasn't that great. There's got to be better movies than Sphere. Fifth Element I liked a lot. Star Trek First Contact's good. Total Recall. I love a bit of Arnie. What other are there? You have Gattaca. Yeah, okay. I like that. Independence Day, good. Jurassic Park, if you must. I'm not too opposed. The Matrix, yes, obviously. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. So wait a minute, there's room for. They didn't put Predator up there. Take out Sphere, replace it with Predator, and then you got the right list. Okay, you're welcome. Sorted that out for you. Former G-Files ancestor goes on deranged multi-day tirade against great gamers. You and yours are beneath me in all respects. Oh, are you unemployed then? Is that what you're trying to say? That's an interesting way of saying I'm broke and homeless. Okay, good. We're beneath you, but we have jobs. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, everything you did failed, right? I never heard of Mogfest, but these people come across like idiots who desperately want an invite to a party but haven't figured out that you're supposed to wear pants in public. What's he talking about? I have no idea. I don't know if anybody else has noted this in the past few days, but gamers seem to be even less intelligible than normal. Again, that's replying to, since new G4 dropped harder than a sack of bricks, you should be you should stick to being a Twitter locale. The only thing you're good at, Twitter. Okay, this guy seems to be baiting him. Okay, so it's a backwards and forwards, I guess. And you wonder why G4 died? Because you constantly insult a fan. Because you're all such a bunch of effing uneducated, social deficient narcissists with no ambition. You're forcing my hand, don't you see? You see a bit of anger there, mate, going on. Whoa. OMG, I'm not disagreeing with you, stupid Fs. This guy, yeah. I feel bad for him. Right? After Disney rejects divinity of Jesus Christ during their candlelight procession, the Lutheran leader calls for parents to ditch Disney and save their kids' heart. I hope they do. And there's a Christian one called Yippee, which I haven't seen it, but yeah, ditch Disney. Oh yes, I would like that. Would be a great demographic for them to lose. I would love them to lose all those Christians. Listen, they're anti-God pieces of shit running Disney. It's like they're the most disgusting human beings in the history of human beings. I think they're just absolutely disgusting. Do you reckon Alec Baldwin's going to do time? They're saying maybe, right? They really don't know. John Carpenter claims he's not involved with Escape from New York reboot. Says he lastly heard they were gender swapping Snake. Well, of course they are. He's also not involved with Deadscape. I didn't know he was involved with the game. I like the game. Matt Reeves teases. Okay, we're up to this is boring stuff. Okay, fine. Let's get to Toxic Fandom. Dog Game. There you go. Oh, was it? Before we do, there's a couple of things I want to look at. Video file. Cameron Crash Courses, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Now, is this fake or is this real? This looks real, but I don't know. That could have been done with a phone app, right? It could have been done with a phone app, but what is that? Yeah, I don't know. This next thing I think is real. It's because it's not, it's not that crazy. These things happen. Is this thing over here? Check this out. Ball lightning. Can't believe this guy got it on camera. Look at it. This is incredible footage. Really rare. Wow! Yeah, totally ball lightning, mate. Stay out that way. Whoa. Okay. What else we got? This is good. This one hurts. Okay, this one hurts. I don't know if that will do. This is gonna hurt. It's so stupid, but it's gonna hurt.
Whoop! Fuck this shit! Whoop whoop! Holy god damn it! Holy fucking!
What did you expect? What did you expect to happen? I think we looked at this one the other day, but it's worth doing again because I think I worked out how to do this. Obviously, it said the ball lightning was a Ruton. I think you might be right. Yeah, so I think I worked out how they did this.
Perfect. Can you see the shadow? The shadow of your hands, of my hands? Can you see the shadow? Okay, when I say 1, 2, 3, take your hands away. 1, 2, 3.
That's really freaky, but here's what I reckon. You have to just go with what's actually happening, right? That's your only choice. You can there's a few different things. Either the table is fake and there's like hands underneath them, making the shadow. But I think it's more likely the shadow isn't coming from a hand at all. It's coming from somewhere else, maybe like above her, right? And it's fake, right? Basically, it's fake. I mean, it's the only way they can do it. But here, look again. I love this. I know. Or it's just, magic. Fine. Next thing. Share screen. This just blows my bloody mind. And I don't know why it blows my mind. It still blows my mind. Okay, here we go. Big finish. This came out as part of the what's it called again? The Masterful box set. How much is it? Hang on, let's have a look. See how much it is. Got a big finish. Blink. It's very good. I wish they were doing these as the books on tape rather than like the double length ones, like the 6-disc ones, because they're just a drag. I've gone through the first disc of the first one, of the first disc of the latest one by Kate Orman. Wait 1 second, what's new? And it's just like it's a lot to get through. So how much is this? Hang on. The doctor. It's only 10 bucks, £10. It's $12.38. It's so worth it. It is so insanely worth it. Yeah, 3 discs long. John Colsher is just excellent. It's absolutely excellent, right? Did they have a trailer for it? They really should do. No, they don't. Stupid of them. When's this coming out? This is March. Okay, so they have a trailer up, but it's very, very, very good. The Terror of the Master is back. Well, the Master is back in March 2023. Yeah, so this was only part of Masterful. Head to Big Finish / Terror Returns to read about the re-release of the thrilling 3-hour narrated audiobook as a standalone download. $10. It's so much better. Please. This is it's not such a huge investment of time. So some fans were not as enthused as I was, and again, it's excellent. They were like First one says, as much as I enjoyed this story when released, it's not right. Your fans, it's not right. It's not right to your fans to support a transphobe. So, is it your premise, Metal Hoovian James, that Trevor Baxendale hates people because of their gender choice? Do you think he's like, I hate them, I think we should round around them and put them into camps? Right? Is that what you think? Because I don't think you said that, right? This is what caused all the problem, right? Again, Carl Morris, this just makes you sound like a dick. Tell her back to there is a transphobe! I mock thee forever, transphobe! He agreed, oh my God, he agreed with Gareth Roberts when he compared trans people with flat earthers. I think it's a reasonably fair comparison, isn't it? I mean, look, the science is human beings are generally speaking a binary species, not a fluid species, right? I just believe that's the science. Don't you think that's the science? I think that's the science. I think the science is that, for 99% of humanity, you are male or female, and you don't switch between the two, right? Now, I understand there's a current fad to want to say, oh, that's just societal programming. Oh, nothing at all, right? Just a bit of societal programming. We could just shake that off and it'll be so much better for everyone, right? So, what's that? Somebody sent me a very funny photo. Sorry, I digress. And somebody sent me another very funny photo. Okay, I stop. You make me laugh. Where are we up to? Yeah. So, I'm not saying that people. I don't understand why people think the Earth is flat. Right? They really genuinely believe it. This seems to be I have a lot of questions for it. Right? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't really understand why somebody thinks that they are a girl when they have a penis, right? I can understand if you're in the middle of transitioning and you want to, you're having surgery, right? And you haven't had it done yet. But as a permanent state, I don't understand. And I'm not saying you're not there. I'm not saying you don't exist. I don't understand it. I think it's anti-scientific, right? It seems a really fair comparison. So and also, what you really didn't like is how Gareth Roberts ridiculed the hyperbole of trans people, right? Which it seems to be that you think people are coming to try and kill you when they're always saying is, I don't agree with your worldview, and we can live and let live and live however you want, right? No, that's not good enough. These people are crazy. These people are out of train. Okay, so it's hello, trans person here. In the past few days, Gareth Roberts posted a tweet comparing trans people to flat earthers. This is among several other instances of him saying transphobic things. That's not transphobic. I'm sorry. It is your belief that you define your own gender. It is a belief. It's not a scientific fact. It is a belief. In the same way, we all have different beliefs. Now, I doubt the science right behind the saying it is conclusive. It's concluded, settled science that one can self-define their gender and change gender at will. Right? I doubt this. The science behind anyone who say that is settled science. It seems like that's a bit of a leap to go to. Right, so this is all he said. This is all Trevor Baxendale said. He has a different opinion on some things. That is all. Right, that's all he said. Well, this was back in 2019. Back in the same days. Right. So that's their evidence. That is their mic drop evidence that he and so Big Finish dogpiled by these pieces. And now Let's count how many there are. Transphobic radar, though. So we're up to 1, 2, 3. Love the look for the master. Shame about the writer. Ooh. Okay, 4. Work of a bigot. No, you're the bigot, mate. You're the bigot. Work of a bigot. Quite right. Bloody good. Bloody good at it. So there you go. So 3 is so far. Now all we need is the 4 doctors and 5 companions. There, that was actually pretty good. Baxter down the transphobe. Number 4. Okay, so we got 4, 5, 6 people. Now this next one, like Matt, whoever you are, this doesn't make you look good, right? This doesn't make you look good at all. This makes you look like a piece of shit, quite frankly. Like you are intimating. Ew, a stepped in fit. Trevor Baxter. That's just stupid. So 5. We're up to 5 so far, and you're fearsome. All right, this guy is posting a video going, yeah, nobody cares what you say, right? 6. Written by a twansphobe. The author is a twansphobe. 7. Stop supporting a bigot. 8. Please not platform a bigot. Oh, please. Help us, please. Doing so is against everything the doctor stands for. No. This bigot, you are the bigot. And the aliens a large number of your fans. Really? We're up to 9. We're up to 9 so far. Right? And I'm sorry, Big Finish. This is mostly your fault. Which we're going to talk about in a minute. 9. I can see others have already brought this to your attention, but back to our history of liking transphobic stuff. Jenny over here says, so we're up to 10 people. Now I have the attention. Will you stop liking the other trans stuff? As a trans person, is very annoying. I'll say this alien reason if you had any. Well, if you didn't have any, we wouldn't be having this meltdown now, would you? Right? It's like, really? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of proving yourself wrong there, Jenny. So we're up to what, 10 people? Ooh. I doubt any of you buy anything either, right? Oh, actually, I got another. Where's this other one? I got to find this. I forgot. There's a great screen grab. Somebody's. Where is it? So I think it was over here. 1 second. There we go. Mr. Trilby, I think, made a big declaration about it as well. Where is it? Back. I should have grabbed that screen grab beforehand because it's so funny. It seems like, I will not be reviewing this. Oh, no. Even because they give me free copies of everything, of course. But even if they do, I won't be doing. No one's giving you a free copy of anything, right? John the White's covering everything quite nicely. John the White has some very good news. I think he posted earlier. Oh, is this it? No. Oh, I thought I had it. Where was it? No, I don't have it. Oh, such a bummer. It was so funny. Have a look over here. I don't think I have it. That's a real shame. Nope, not there. J.K. Rowling. I just these people. I guess they're off their bloody heads. I like, yeah, they're inventing racism and phobia where it doesn't exist. It's so bizarre. It really, I mean, like, nothing says I've had a perfect freaking life other than this non-existing racism. You know, that they think they're fighting against, which they aren't, right? They simply aren't. Okay, I'm going to do this last look through here so I can see the screen grab or not. I can't remember. Somebody sent it to me. I can't remember where. I should always grab these things straight away. Anyway, I digress. What was I up to? So at 10. Baxter down with that cunt. Well, there you go. Well, now you have got a really piercing argument. I like they all act. Baxter down the transphobe. Now here, this is the point. Big Finish have been contacted about this before, and yet the social media team is being told to promote the work, his work, and tag him. How dare they? Will Big Finish take concerns of their trans fans and wider LBGT? Okay, there's no trans fans. There's only the wider LBGTQ plus community seriously. Yeah, so you're threatening them. Now, look, Big Finish, hate to tell you, you have absolutely encouraged this market, right? You have absolutely encouraged this element. I think it was a mistake. Listen, I don't know if it was your choice. It may have been the BBC, right? The BBC are the license holder, right? But somebody decided to cancel what's the name? Somebody oh, that's got thrown off. It's what was I just talking about? David Baxter. Somebody decided that they couldn't have what's his name? James Dreyfus play the master anymore. Same with what's it called again? John Barrowman, right? Now I don't know if it's a BBC, I don't know if it's Big Finish. Could be either, could be both. I have no idea. It encouraged this element, right? It encouraged these intolerant bigots who demand to be obeyed above all, right? I think hiring and platforming Sophie Isles, who is I think, and I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologize. But I think it's very much part of that clique, right? I saw that they were putting out funding to get surgery for, which is fine, right? It's but again, I think they're very much part of this bullying clique, right? And I think they very much encourage them. At the same time, and they reference Mr. Trilby, his reviews, and they platformed him to a certain extent. And now in the first opportunity he can, he turns around, takes a shit on them, right? For absolutely nothing. I will point out, I've been nothing but supportive. I've been critical often, but I've been nothing but supportive when a lot of people wouldn't have been, right? I've been nothing but supportive of Big Finish. I've been critical of, I think, mistakes that you have made, and one of the mistakes is really trying to appeal to that type of fan, and that's where you are now. I don't think it's going to make. They've taken the attack of just ignoring it, which is the right thing to do, because they're an absolutely what's the word? They're an absolutely non-existent demographic, right? It so just doesn't matter who they are. So they have no financial force whatsoever, and I think maybe, hopefully, this is good, because Big Finish might actually see this. But here, let me see if I can pull up. Let's see if we can pull up the thread, see if anything else has happened. Show the thread. So let me share screen. Chrome tab. Twit-twat. Marvel story. Of course, I'm blocked by people. John the White there, saying very, very accurately. Lots of progressive little fascist little twits. Lots of progressive fascist little twits out here, outraged by Trevor Baxdell likes common mainstream social opinions, not part of the messed up woke world. Big Finish will probably fold. They are just as bad, but these wasters don't buy your product. They just don't, right? They do not buy the product. Noel's there. Everyone's getting straight. If you don't like the writer, fine, but don't lecture the rest of us and virtue signal. That is so correct. Also, people pushing back now. I really love the story, but I had been put off by pre-narration stories, but the brilliant writing and storytelling is wonderful. John Creation made it fly. It's so true. This is transphobic, says a great servant. You don't sound so great. I enjoyed the story when it came out, but see, I knew this person was going to get because it's a little cutesy avatar. It came out, but sadly, it turned out back there was actually transphobe and has been liking, retweeting terrible things. No, he hasn't. Recently, I do hope Big F, BF, and Nicholas Big recognizes this as a problem and severs ties, or else, right? Or else. That is the implication. Sever ties, or else. This guy seems to not mind. Part of Masterful Box Set, superb story. Not only is Trevor back to transphobe, he appears to enjoy mocking of refugees. Where? Where's he involved in this in any way? I don't see his name. Jeremy Corbyn. Oh, God, shut up. Jeremy Corbyn's a moron. Jeremy Corbyn is a racist moron. Back from Calais, I saw the plight of refugees firsthand. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have turned their country into shitholes where they can't live, idiots, with moronic policies. Bring them over here then, Jeremy. Quick, rescue them from the famously terrifying hellhole we call France. We'll solve all the problems ever. After all, the vast majority of British people want. Bring everyone. Just get them here. The rest will take care of itself. Well, you know, if he did like that, I can't argue with that. Right? Who retweeted it? Okay. He's allowed to have a political opinion. Having a political opinion isn't a sign of being a Nazi. Love the look for the master. Shame about the writer. Sounds fun, but then I see the writer on the credit. You weren't buying it anyway. You cunt. Frankie Town. Work of a bigot. None of these people were buying it anyway. Right? I'm glad they're releasing. I hope it does well. Back to Delta Transphobe. Quite right. Okay, fine. So they're just like a completely irrelevant tiny demographic. Okay, that's it. It's over. That's what happens when you just ignore it. Yeah. This thing was hardly a mic drop. Okay. Big finish. Please do some more research into your team members. Oh, well, you know, I guess that make it do it. And again, look, big finish, mate. You know, may I suggest there are people on this side of the cultural aisle you might want to give the same sort of attention to. You've been given to the people who are not currently taking piss on it all over you. There's Noel, there's Dan Hadley, there's me. Dan Hadley's the most kosher one around, right? All those people. It's crazy. I'm sorry. It's absolutely crazy. Fine. Let's do a little wrap up. See what's going on in the world. We'll go back to the Twats and we'll do a search. Let's see what's going on in the world of Doctor Who. Share screen. What was it? No, Chrome tab, Twitter. Let's have a look. We'll look up Doctor Who. We're not even that hashtag. We'll just Devil May Care. So they're up to 6 now, are they? So again, I don't know when this countdown's going to end. I don't know if this is part of it. I do like this. That looked actually worked for him. It was a good way to bring him back. It was ripped off from what was it? The Paul Cornell. Doesn't it? Let's see later. See if anything's going down. Whoop. Nope, doesn't. Okay, nothing there. Well, what if I just scroll past like some huge news? Well, yeah, this is certainly the Doctor that we all want to go for. CDC, leave me alone. Oh God, I don't want to know. Okay, this is already out. No, nothing there. Let's do a look at hashtag Doctor Who. Hashtag Doctor Who. Doink. See new treats. Okay. Nothing really doesn't see look like much is going. Nice bit of cosplay, if I may say so. Oh, I love this bit of Sontarn experiment loveliness. Good, it's fine. So let's go over here then, and we'll do a search for Doctor Who in the news. Let's see what's a flying. We'll go over the articles that are coming out right now. What we go Doctor Who, doink. Doctor Who, the TARDIS, Doctor Who. The song's written by Peter Falk. Oh yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that. It really is. I really wish that wasn't written by Peter Falk. One second. Just hang on. I'm just trying to work out where I am. Fine. Where are we? Is the new series of Doctor Who's filming in Tenby? Well, we don't know. Western Telegraph wants to know. Maybe it is. Doctor Who reveals the real reason TARDIS doesn't have weapons. Let's have a look. How dumb is this article going to be? Okay, I don't know Isaac Jansen's. Is he a moron or not? Who knows? Doctor Who's TARDIS one of the blah 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 weapons. No, off. Oh, what? No. Leave me alone with that crap. James Gunn, TCU, Cisco. I'll see if that's coming back. Fine, nothing over there. Next page. Doctor Who filming in Bristol. We'll cover that quite extensively. Anita Dobson, yeah, and who? Fine. There's no new news. There is no new news. There is only old news. Fine. I think. So I'll go with the articles that we got coming up. I haven't done videos on this yet. So we got Rusty Davies. Rusty Davies Doctor Who needs to avoid one mistake from his previous era. Okay. There's a lot of Rusty Davies talk going on Screen Rant, right? Rusty Davies Doctor Who return can revive one wasted villain. Look, wasted only in... Man, just take a piss on Chris Chibnall Day. And Doctor Who hints the 14th Doctor is secretly unkillable. Okay, well, this is Thomas Bacon. He does have some bonkers stuff. I think that might be coming Wednesday sometime, one of these ones. Okay, I think that might be coming Wednesday. Fine, I think with that, I'm going to go find my wife, trying to have some dinner. That's my plan. I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. Definitely go to Facebook and check out my stream for last night with his channel. I found it very entertaining. I had a good time. Quickly show you what's going. I don't even have the thumbnails of what's coming up. So I guess we're just going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to hit the end broadcast button. We're going to hit it again.